Welcome to the Virtual Strategic Solutions Virtual Reality Simulation System. Accessing Legacy Dataset. Files loaded. Simulation ready. Constructed in secret by the Vault-Tec Corporation from 2072 onwards, Vault 79 was built with no expenses spared for concealment. A different contractor to the other Appalachian vaults was used to supply concrete, and land was acquired from local farmers by government agents claiming the land was radioactive, offering large sums of money as compensation. Its stated capacity was 120 dwellers. The number in Vault 79's designation was chosen in reference to the atomic number of gold, the precious resource that the vault was designed to store and protect. All the gold from the bullion depository at Fort Knox was secretly transferred to Vault 79 by military forces, such as Captain Field's team, to act as safe storage and to be used as the basis to rebuild the United States of America and the economy. Orders given to the soldiers watching over it included treating all intruders as hostile agents and to be dealt with as such. All shift logs were to be packaged and delivered to the officer of the watch, activate the contingency plan when ordered, not to smoke away from the designated smoking area and to stay out of sight. The secrecy of the vault was put in jeopardy in July 2072 when a group of soldiers guarding the installation stole millions of dollars and went to gamble in Las Vegas. They were subsequently engaged in a shootout at the Ultra-Lux casino by the local police forces in an attempt to silence them, and were all killed despite their attempts to surrender, with the sole survivor being Sergeant Catherine Montgomery, who had been staying in the Lucky 38. Branded as a Chinese spy and dubbed Shanghai Sally, she escaped the city but was killed trying to flee Galveston, Texas, her boat being destroyed by the USS Wade. Montgomery was not the final witness to be silenced, however, as her partner C. Rutkowski and others who remembered the group from bars around Berkeley Springs disappeared soon after. The dramatic shootout and cover-up attracted the attention of Flavia Stabo, who began investigating Montgomery and the other soldiers and found the vault shortly before the Great War. Stabo was buried in a shallow grave near its entrance for her troubles, one of the last pre-war casualties of the vault's need for secrecy. As with the other vaults, Vault 79 was sealed shut during the Great War in 2077 by the soldiers on shift, who had received word from the Air Force. After the war, the vault remained sealed, awaiting orders from the outside that the vault's gold deposits were needed. At an unknown point, there was a mutiny led by a Secret Service agent nicknamed Shorty among the inhabitants, which killed many of them, and the numbers dwindled further over the years, as at least 3 others took their own lives. By 2103, rumors of the Appalachian treasure drew people seeking it out to the region, and they enlisted the help of a vault dweller to obtain it. After they breached Vault 79, the remnants of the Vault's Secret Service detachment allowed them to leave with some of the gold. The main entrance to Vault 79 is inside of the mysterious cave north of the Bailey family cabin. A keypad can be found on a wall inside the cave, which reveals an elevator. There are 2 ways to obtain the randomized code for the elevator. Complete the quest Treasure Unknown in the Grafton pawn shop. Enter the 6 digits read from the board in the pawn shop from left to right, the first 3 digits being on the top row and the last 3 digits on the bottom row. Start the quest Buried Treasure. One gets the code from the raiders to enter Vault 79. The elevator leads to the large cavern in front of the signature cogwheel door of Vault 79. Once inside the cavern, one will see a small trailer, a small warehouse section, a truck trailer with goods, and a platform including the Vault 79 entrance terminal. The vault door could not be opened until the Wastelanders update when the interior became accessible. Another entrance to Vault 79 is inside of a shack northeast of the Bailey family cabin, but not as far north as the mysterious cave. A call button can be found on a wall inside the shack, but the laser grid cannot be opened until after completion of the main Vault 79 quest, Secrets Revealed, when the player can pass through the laser grid and take the elevator to the gold storage vault. The vault is very large, containing many utility rooms and workshops. The atrium is one of the largest sections of the vault, and also contains a sentry bot that is released when the player enters the area. A wide variety of hostile robots and automated turrets inhabit the other main areas of the vault as well, while the reactor area, being highly irradiated, contains feral ghouls and a single Wendigo. Founded in 1865, shortly after the American Civil War, as part of the Federal Treasury Department to combat the widespread counterfeiting of the US dollar, the Secret Service later became the de facto federal police force alongside the United States Marshal Service until the creation of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Other duties of the Secret Service include providing protection to the US President. The Secret Service had an office at Rapidan Camp, the presidential retreat in Shenandoah National Park, as part of this duty. Shortly before the Great War, the United States government quietly removed the US supply of gold bullion from Fort Knox to a new installation in Appalachia, Vault 79. By removing the gold from the well-known Fort Knox, the intent was to assist the re-establishment of government by ensuring that the Federal Reserve would be hidden from Chinese nuclear strikes and survive for use by members of the United States government. The Secret Service was placed in charge of protecting the vault and its gold reserves, alongside members of the United States Armed Forces, with Derek Garrison acting as the agent in charge. Derek is the agent in charge of the operations within Vault 79, giving him his nickname AC. He was put in charge thanks to Secret Service regulations. His job is to try to create a new currency backed in gold. According to him, he and his fellow Secret Service members will bring back civilization to the East Coast. Derek recorded a holotape about being able to hear the bombs drop from within the vault during the Great War. Derek survived a coup attempt by Shorty and spent the time afterward just listening to the radio. When Mercedes Stern was pregnant with Maggie, he threw a baby shower for her. However, now he faces a new crisis. The vault's reactor has malfunctioned, turning many of his former subordinates into feral ghouls, who in turn killed more agents. He and several others managed to lock themselves into a secure, though small and poorly supplied part of the vault, where they await an unlikely rescue. Mercedes is one of the Secret Service agents located in Vault 79, who became trapped inside it over a decade ago. She runs security and was a 3-time marksman champion. In her free time, she practices martial arts. After being in the vault for nearly 15 years, she became pregnant by one of the men. It was not a planned pregnancy, according to her journal, in which she was in disbelief and expressed feelings of horror, thinking she and her baby would die in the vault. She was taken care of by Cole Carver during this time. Although Mercy has not revealed who the father is, and none of them claimed the baby, the agents took fatherly roles and decided to help raise Maggie together. Mercy is also very protective of her daughter Maggie and is willing to put down any potential threats to her safety without a second thought. According to Maggie, Mercy taught her how to shoot a gun when she was only 4 years old. Reginald was a Secret Service member in Vault 79, although he was never field agent material like Mercedes Stern and Cole Carver. However, he is an accomplished requisition officer, as he is highly strict with rules. His nickname Regs, short for both Reginald and Regulations, reflects this. Even after 2 years inside Vault 79, Reginald made sure that all the gold was stored and accounted for. After the failed mutiny of Shorty, he started reading more often, mostly old manuals. He was also the one who helped Mercedes give birth to Maggie Stern. Cole operates as the liaison between outsiders and the Secret Service members in Vault 79. Unlike the other members, he prefers to do things diplomatically. In his spare time, he prefers to explore the vault and surprisingly still finds new things there. Cole was originally stationed in the vault prior to the Great War and managed to be one of the few agents to survive both Shorty's mutiny and the reactor malfunction. He also helped Mercedes Stern through her pregnancy. Chase is one of the Secret Service agents trapped in Vault 79. He is an engineer and tinkerer, as he had attempted to make an automated vacuum cleaner, later made into a scrap heap upon eating Derek Garrison's shoes, and later made a crib and toys for Maggie Stern before she was born. Although he is not her father, he considers everyone as belonging to her. He survived Shorty's mutiny years prior and was in the vault reactor area when it began to malfunction. Due to the high radiation, he became a ghoul. though the others he was with died, like Grills and Shiny, or turned into feral ghouls, like Bubba and Mac. He alone managed to survive with his sanity intact and eventually stabilize the reactor. However, Chase refuses to finish fixing the reactor because he is afraid he could turn feral if he attempts to.